Peace to all the divine primordial deities. Now, if you are not privy to this knowledge, I suggest just keep it moving. I am not here for the dead. I am only here for the awakened. If it resonate, let it marinate. If it don't apply, let it fly. Now let's get deep. Now, in my last video, I talked about no shadow, no God, meaning no neuromelanin, no soul. Your soul is the black dot, the black sun, Amun Ra, which is the hidden God. The soul is an internal fire, and when it burns, it gives off this soot. And soot, which is none other than melanin, is the shadow. Now, ask yourself, who is soot? Now, let's get deep, and I mean deep. Soot is Set. Set is Shaitan, and Shaitan is Satan. Satan is one of the most ancient gods on this planet. Now I know you're like, wait a minute. She said what? Let me break it down. Soot is Set. Satan, which is Titan. Satanic, which is Titanic, which is Typhonian, which is Draconian. Keep in mind, soot is the shadow, which is none other than your uromelanin. Why you think the Bible demonized your carbon-12 and call it the mark of the beast and say that it is the Antichrist? Keep in mind that the Antichrist and the Christ is one and the same thing. You are in a realm of duality. It's called your good side and your bad side. Because they know when that uromelanin come online and that neuromelanin, what it's capable of. They don't call it the beast for nothing. Now let's get back to the Great Mother. The mother and the son is one of the most ancient concepts of God. The Typhonian and the Draconian realm is the realm of the Great Mother. Orion constellation belongs to the Great Mother, and Sirius is her child. Keep in mind that the male supremacy took over and replaced the Great Mother and the son with the father and the child. The hate for the divine feminine, which is the Great Mother and her children, is very much real. Now keep this in mind. A father does not have a womb, nor does he carry a stargate, and nor do he possess the mitochondrial genes. The only one that can pass down the mitochondrial gene is the mitochondrial God, which is the supreme mother, okay? And she's the only one that can bring souls into this realm. She is the divine feminine, and she's the only one that carries the original stargate. A man can't. So everybody worshiping the father, but you have done completely forgot about the divine feminine, which is the mother. You have lost your way. Why you think behind closed doors the Vatican still worship the divine feminine and the child? They worshiping us behind closed doors. But if you paid attention, you would see that there's no father there. Why? Is because we was created through parthenogenesis without the need of a father. We were created directly from the divine feminine. That's why we are called the chosen ones, and we are set apart from everyone else. We are your serpent people, the Nagas. That serpent, eventually, when it matures spiritually, it grows wings and it turns into a dragon. We are the dragon people, the draconian people. That child that sits on the Great Mother's lap, we are Set and Heru, and we are that child that sit on the Great Mother's lap. That later on became Heru. Heru is a twin god, okay? Set and Heru is duality. They one and the same. Heru is the Christ, and Set is the Antichrist. It's the higher you and it's the lower you. Now, in the book of Revelations, you see why they demonize the divine feminine in Revelation. And also, you see we are in a patriarchal system. Everything is bent out on going against the divine feminine. That's why they call her the mother whore. It's because she was able to create without the male counterpart. And we are her children. Why you think we are suffering the most on this planet is because they can't stand the divine feminine, and they sure can't stand her children. Now, in this book by Jeremias, it says the virgin and the harlot are the two names of the same character in mythology, the mother of the gods. That's us, who bore without the male and was the prototype of the widow. Also, if you can see right here, it says her other name, as in the book of Revelation, is the great harlot. They call her Babylon. So everybody yelling Babylon, not understanding, you are talking against the great mother. You see how they switched up everything, got you going against, oh, Babylon is, that is the great mother. Watch your mouth. Now it says, in her sacred aspect, she was the virgin mother. In her degraded, One, the whore. This is the great mother they're talking about because she was able to create without being penetrated by a male counterpart. For her children, it says, for this the widow suffers, and the opprobrium, which means abuse or degraded, or condemnation, it says, descends to her children. Why you think we deal with the most on this planet? It's because we come from the great mother. So what's passed down to her is being passed down to us. And also stated right here, it says, she had been the great mother who produced without the proper, that is later fatherhood. We was created through parthenogenesis. So Satan is none other than you. That is the original child that sits on her lap. Set is soot, that is your carbon. And that's why they demonize who you are, because that is your essence. They have been demonizing Satan throughout all religions. You're not understanding that that is your power. Sirius is another name for Set. Set is Heru. We come from Sirius. But the Orion constellation was given to us by the Great Mother. That woman in the book of Revelation, I'm going to be doing a whole video breaking down that woman that had the moon in her hand and the sun beneath her feet. Baby, that's none other than the Great Mother. And it states that she rides the beast. That's carbon 12 when it's activated. That's where you get Superman and Superwoman from. Why do you think they make these movies like X-Men, The Hulk, Black Adam? Your carbon 12 is a highly celestial technology that you brought here. And that new heat energy frequency that's coming from that black sun is activating us all. Soon, our carbon will be able to hold a complete charge because carbon 12, which is 666, is stable. Once it becomes active, it becomes radioactive, and it's going to go from carbon 12 to carbon 7, which is 616. Religion got everybody worshiping the Father, and the Father is your enemy. Like they say, another man's devil is another man's God, and another man's God is another man's devil. See, their God is our devil, and see, their devil is us. You come from the Great Mother. You do not have a father. You are who they call the fatherless, that has been set apart from everybody else on this planet. We are not made the same. And they worship us behind closed doors. And the Vatican knows this. That's why they worship us behind closed doors. Why they got you worshiping the Father, which is your enemy. Embrace who you are, God, because you would never come to your true potential as being a God if you don't embrace Satan, because Satan is the essence of who you are, and that is your power. That is your soul. The melanated woman on the planet is the image in the physical form of the Great Mother. It is because she is the Great Mother. She is supreme. Understand, a nation cannot go higher than this woman. This is why the planet is fucked up now. It's because they not understanding and recognizing who is God. Now, did I creep some of y'all out?